Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from. I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end. Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
I just gave Jen a compliment on her butt, so...
I'm feeling really good right now. It's my, like I said, compliment of the day.
Yeah, I was complimenting her on, you can see your jeans.
Yeah,
they have holes in them. She was saying her mom gave her a hard time for them, and Nathan doesn't like them. And I honestly think guys really just want girls to go back to like tight ass skinny jeans.
Leggings and skinny jeans.
Yeah. If I wear jeans with holes around my parents, my dad was like, "Did you pay for those holes?"
Yes, every time. It's like I've heard you said that 10 times to me before, Dad.
Yeah. And once, the last time it happened, I was wearing a pair of jeans that I got from the thrift store. And so I was like, you know what? For some reason in my mind, I'm like, no, I didn't pay for the holes. Someone else paid for the holes.
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get them for free, but
I feel like I started saying like, yes, I paid extra for less fabric. Because that's often how it works. Which is fine. I don't hate it. Yeah, I think these are Shein. Shit. Yeah.
So you're the problem.
I am the problem. I order from Amazon 24/7 too. I'm just really bad.
Well, I don't know how true this is, but I feel like Shein, well, no, I mean, they're all bad, but maybe just Shein's been in the news so much about like
those Chinese companies, man.
Problem they are. Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho.
But if you do buy stuff from them, it's important, that you like them and wear them, because while they don't treat their workers well and pay them dirt, it's also like, people just like buy a shit ton of stuff because it's so cheap, and then it all just goes to the landfill.
Yes, which is a huge problem. We know that.
Oof.
But I don't like to just buy stuff and throw it away.
Yeah, that's good. You're not wasting your money.
Yeah, well, I don't fit into half the things, so I just keep them around until I do. Or not.
You're like, I throw them in the back of my closet.
Yep. There's too many clothes back there. Holy shit.
Okay. I would like to start with some updates from last week's episode.
Yes.
One, I did have several people reach out and say, oh, they're so glad we're back because they missed us on Tuesdays. And by several, I mean 2 people.
Yeah, but that's still, several. You can say several. No one knows it's 2.
It really warmed my heart.
I love that. Thank you. I missed us.
Yeah. I missed me.
I missed listening to myself.
Okay. But so last week's episode was TMI around friendships. And with friends. And as I was editing the episode, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? I said I will receive everything, which is true. But I'm not going to output everything, and except with like certain friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that is pretty normal.
I think so.
But I was just thinking through. Nah, I guess that's very normal. I don't know. I had like something else and now I forgot. But the main thing that we need to discuss is, first of all, I immediately went home and said, Skylar, do you and your friends text each other pictures of your poop?
Yes. And
he was like, we definitely do not. And if we did, Kyle, part of the friend group, would throw up and leave the group chat.
Oh, shit.
He does not like that kind of stuff. And then he sent me a message today after listening to the episode and was like, what is wrong with Nathan? Like, he was very upset.
Really?
And both Skylar and Kyle were like, I mean, we talk about a lot of stuff, but it's mostly like movies and things. Like, we're not sending our shit to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fascinating. I don't think it's a conversation. I think it's literally the shit. I'm sending it because it's aggressive looking or it's unique or in some way, shape, or form.
And that's where I had questions.
Yeah.
I was like, is it? And I asked
not
this
every
last time,
shit.
like a date.
It's not every shit. I think it's a random thing of like, dude, that shit. And I asked the question and I don't remember the answer, but my initial question was, are you taking this shit like, or the picture of your shit before you're wiping so that you get all shit and no toilet paper?
Oh.
That was where my brain went. I don't know why I'm so
Yeah.
disgusting and trash, but there it is.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to obstruct the view.
That's what I would think, but I don't remember the response, or maybe we just stopped talking because it was one of those things of like, we don't need to go down this route.
Yeah.
Jen. I sent a picture of my shit to some of my friends from high school. I think that's kind of him like, that's what I do. We've done it before. It's not a common thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a big update.
Yeah.
Because I was of the mindset that it was a daily occurrence.
It is not a daily occurrence. I know that's the truth.
Because I do know people will be like, whoa, look at this gnarly shit I had.
That's what I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Or maybe it is a daily occurrence and you told Nathan that you brought this up on the podcast and he was like, you got to change that narrative.
I don't even remember all the stuff we've talked about related to that. I do remember like trying to figure out, what do y'all talk about? Because I was like, we talk about everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do guys even talk about? Similar to like Skylar, it's basically what the friend group, like he's like, we talk about sports or stuff.
Yeah. I think we need other men.
Yeah, we do.
Who have like
and
their group chats.
Yes. Don't just say, we don't do that. We don't do shit. Say what you do.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought you were going to ask about an update on my naked phone.
Oh.
Because it's still naked and still alive.
Well done.
It's a regular update there.
Yeah. Hold on. Did I keep my phone in my butt?
I
tried to make notes of like, these are things that need to be brought up. And I think it was just updated. Kyle and then me saying that I'm usually not the starter of TMI. Yeah, I fucking am.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I feel like I might have been the starter of the taint conversation.
I actually, okay. With like my closest friends, I'll start it all day. You know?
Oh yeah.
But once it is removed from that, someone else needs to give me an opening. I mean, I'm sure there've been plenty of times where I've been too weird and you know, like it's even like work gossip. I'm not going to start that. I want someone else to give me a opening and be like, "Oh, it's safe to talk to you about this."
Oh.
Like I'm not just going to walk in and be like, "Did you hear about so and so?" Cuz I don't want that reputation.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because I think it's like a game of like, can I trust this person? And like work wise. I don't know. I'm one of those people that's like, I'm not going to bring it up unless you bring it up, unless you're like a close friend of mine. Like for work, I don't like to talk
But then there are people who are just like, oh, I'm bringing this up.
Oh, yeah. No, I love those people at work.
And I do love those people. And I want to be in their circle.
Yes.
But I think I struggle too much with people being like, oh, is she weird? Or why does she do that? You know?
No.
So I wait for other people to
open the door.
Because I also think it's hard when being virtual because I make jokes and I test the waters and sometimes they don't land.
Yeah.
And you know what's fun? When you have to explain a joke.
That sounds fun.
So
also, I feel like I'd be like, if you didn't get it, you didn't get it, dude. Like, what the fuck? Clearly, you're a little slow to the uptick.
You're not as funny as me.
I can't be friends with you. We are just coworkers.
Yeah. Okay, but also, weekend update. How was your weekend of
time? Oh my gosh. Yes, it was wonderful. I will say I want to plan better next time because I didn't have a good puzzle handy. And so I don't know if I mentioned this last time. Nathan left for a golf trip with his buddies, left Wednesday morning.
So they could in person look at each other's poop.
Exactly. I'm sure of it. No. And they played golf every day and he didn't come home until Sunday. So I knew I had a solid setup.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I've got a book I'm going to binge through. I've got a bunch of TV shows because before that I was with my mom, so I didn't like get to watch my TV. A bunch of shows I lined up I wanted to watch. And I was like, and I love puzzles, so I'll do a puzzle. And I was like, I got a puzzle ready. And then I came up to my puzzle room up here in the pod room too. I was like, oh my God, I don't have a puzzle. So then I went to Amazon immediately and said Harry Potter puzzles, because that's what I Googled.
Okay.
It wasn't going to get here in time. The puzzle I wanted to buy, it's still in progress.
So you're very particular about your puzzle? You couldn't just like go to the Goodwill?
I didn't leave the house. And I could have gone somewhere, because I did. Oh, actually, I did technically go to physical therapy. Oh, yeah, I could have done that. I didn't. In my mind, Penny needs me at home. That's what I tell myself, so I can just stay home with my dog all the time.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I was a little upset, so I got a different puzzle out I've already done.
I can't do that. It's like rereading a book for me. I can't do that either. And my memory's not good, so I should reread books. But it's just, I'm like, I don't want to commit to that amount of time when I could read something new.
Well, to be fair, the amount of time for me to do a 1,000-piece puzzle is 3 nights.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Still, there's no
That's if I'm
enjoyment in
spending
that
a lot of
to
time
me.
on it, I guess. I say a lot of time. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was great. I watched this show. Holy mindfuck, trigger, just toxic, manipulative, insane TV show on Hulu. Tell Me Lies.
Okay, you mentioned this in our Marco Polo, and I feel like I've watched it. Can you give me a high level what it's about?
God.
Is it the one with the wedding and the murder?
No. This one is I mean, there's definitely a wedding involved. Well, there's like they go back and forth to like current, like 2015 to 2008 to even whatever. And it's about kids in college.
Okay.
And it follows this one girl, and very just immature, but you meet other people, other storylines come in, but it's basically about your relationships in college and like how you might explore different things. And sometimes it's the main premise is these two people, couple, her and this guy, very, very fucking toxic relationship. And there's these twists and turns that you're like, holy shit. And he is a manipulative mastermind. And some episodes you're like, that guy fucking sucks. Other episodes you're like, she fucking sucks.
I need to look up the like.
Yeah, I'm not good at giving like
not what it's about. Just like because I've heard of it and I want to know if I've watched it because I have a bad memory and I just want to see like a picture of the characters.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I look at that because I like to watch shows with attractive people. It's just the wager I like to have. And I was like, oh, this guy is not attractive. And I've been watching it and I'm
attractiveness is a spectrum.
I can kind of see it. Yeah, to me. I don't find him attractive.
No, I've never seen this.
It
so I should watch it.
Aggressive. I'm pretty sure I saw one of my friends post about it and said something like, holy trigger warning. And I was like, that sounds fun. And went and looked it up.
I mean, trigger warning for what?
I'm just
everything.
If you've ever been in a relationship with someone who's like manipulative, gaslights you, makes you think in any scenario that like, oh shit, was I the problem? Oh, and then like you catch them doing something where they're clearly the problem and they turn it around to make you feel pity for them because like, holy fuck, something happened and now you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. And you forgot completely about the fact that he fucking slept with this bitch. And you're like, what is going on?
Okay.
It is intense. And I feel like it does a really good job of, and it definitely like exaggerates every show. Like you have to exaggerate certain things. It does a really good job though, I feel like, of like exaggerating the relationships that you think you have in high school or college.
Yeah. Okay.
And so it's good, man. It is good. I mean, because you fuck up. You do shit wrong in college. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're immature. And that's what this is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd recommend it.
I know you won't be able to watch it because it's like a horror thriller film. But I really think it would be interesting to talk about The Substance on this podcast together. Have you heard of this movie?
It's called The Substance?
Yeah.
No, that sounds scary.
So essentially, Demi Moore. Yeah, I heard that. Oh, it fell. Okay. Like, it sounded like a critter.
Yeah, it
I did
did.
not like that.
Ooh. Demi
Um,
Moore.
yeah.
Love her.
Yes. And so, essentially, she is like a aerobics TV personality, and they're like, "You're too old now. We want to replace you." And she finds out about this thing called the substance that if you take it, it like for a temporary amount of time, you're like in this younger version of yourself,
Yeah.
but you have to like follow the rules of how to use the substance,
Oh God.
and things go awry. And it is like gross to
Oh.
watch, but it is so well done. And like I felt so many emotions. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh, I could cry." Like seeing like what is happening and seeing like how much she hates the like the present version of herself versus this like alternative version and what she will
Oh
do to
wow.
stay as like the younger version.
I'm interested in this. I could watch this. What's it on?
I don't know. We saw it in theaters. So it might not
It's a
be out
movie.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to see the movie. Okay. Well, I have
And
HBO
it is
in case it comes.
long.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, because Skylar was like, we should go see this. And it's 2.5 hours.
I can break it up though. That's the
But you
best
can
part
if you
about
watch it
watching
at
it at
home.
home.
But I do want to warn you, like, there are scenes where it is gross.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe I'll try it. I'll try that, and you try Tell Me Lies.
oh, like, no
Because
problem.
I will say, Tell Me Lies has a lot of sex.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like it's unnecessary the amount of sex, but it's a lot. I mean, it's college kids, I guess.
Okay. I don't think there's any in the substance. So.
Oh, okay. So we're
But you
just.
know what? Very attractive people.
I know Demi Moore.
They are women. I don't know if that
Yeah,
matters
no,
to you
it
at all.
matters.
Okay.
I want to see attractive
And so it's
people.
hot Demi Moore.
Yes.
And then a hotter young girl. It's also
It's not CGI Demi Moore younger.
no.
Sorry, that's hilarious.
But it makes sense that they don't look exactly the same. So you'll understand if you watch it. But it was sad being like, wow, Demi Moore, I think she's like in her 60s. Oh, with full nudity too. So you can
I
enjoy
like
that. And she is hot AF. And I'm like,
Damn, doesn't that
wow.
make you think like shit? There's still time for me.
No, I think that's impossible. And if she hates herself,
Oh shit,
I should hate myself.
Oh,
but I don't.
God. I look at like J-Lo or like Jennifer Aniston, and I'm like, holy shit, you can be old and hot.
Yes.
And I mean, money helps, but like, there's other things.
Yeah. You know what's going to be weird? Like sometimes I look at really old people and I'm like, you don't even like you are a completely different person than you were like in your 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Like no one sees you at 80 and would recognize you as like who you were when you were 30. Like your face and just changes so much and it's all wrinkled.
It's all wrinkled shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's.
And I'm just being like, wow. Because we're experiencing mild changes.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But
they're
like,
mild, but they're aggressive for the time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like fine lines is aggressive.
No, I mean that like I'm doing things I never thought I would do. I'm buying like shampoo that's specific for your hair.
Oh,
like
I just got a new fancy shampoo.
Yeah, see, like this is shit you didn't do in your or at least I didn't do this shit when I was younger.
Herbal Essence all the way.
Yeah, I was like, what's the cheapest shit on this rack? Okay, cool, I'll take that.
Suave, 2-in-1.
Literally. Like, oh, can I throw it in my hair and be done in 5 minutes? Cool, this is great.
Okay, well I'm talking about your like skin.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And how it just starts.
I mean, I look every bit of my age, and I feel like I used to look younger. When I was younger. When I was younger, though, I feel
when
like
I was
looked younger.
I looked younger.
No, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, when I was, like, 25, I feel like I could have passed as, like, 20.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, no, you're every single bit of 35. You might even look a little older than your age.
Yeah, sometimes I think I'm like, no, I still look like I could be in my late 20s, and then I see someone in their late 20s and I quickly take that back.
Yeah. That's the other thing about the show I was watching is it's 2008 in college, and I was like in 2009. I was like, yep, those are the things we wore.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job of that. I miss those days. Shit.
College or being young?
Both.
Yeah.
Both. Although I'm curious about this. This is what I'm interested about that movie you mentioned because the substance. Because I feel like I often will tell myself if I could go back, keep my same like mind that I have today, but go back to like me in college or me in high school, God, it would just be so much better.
Oh,
So much better
100%.
for other people, but for me too.
Well, I think everyone would say that because I just think of like the confidence that I have now.
Yes.
And in high school, I, I was just like,
Wasn't there?
I'm not hot, I'm funny. So,
I'm
like,
not
boys
hot,
don't like
funny. I
me.
am athletic.
Like, I don't know. I could see myself like now if I was in high school, like really just like owning who I am. But also know how to like wear my confidence
Yeah,
now, if that makes sense.
it does.
Um,
I also just wish I could go back to not giving a fuck. Like, I think I gave too many fucks when I was younger and like put too
mm,
much weight into people that I don't value their opinion on.
yeah.
And I put too much weight in what they were saying. And
Yeah.
I think that I look back and I'm like, I didn't need to do that.
Oh, yeah. And
It,
like the things that you cared about and like took so seriously.
it's
Like
like,
I
that was
think about
dumb.
different organizations I was a part of, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, completing those tasks didn't matter. And I put so much pressure on myself to memorize that Greek alphabet forwards and backwards.
So true.
And I'm like, I'm not getting graded on this.
Nope. Yeah, very good point.
Someone's just gonna be mean to me if I don't if I'm not
Yeah,
successful.
it's crazy. I feel like I can remember
You just want to
flashes
be
of it, but
accepted
like,
so bad.
yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just, man, that must be the hardest part about, I don't know. I'm not a parent, but that's got to be the hardest thing about being a parent is because like you want to tell them. I'm sure my mom probably felt this
Yeah.
way is like, no, listen to me. This is all you need to do. But like, no, you have to experience it.
Yeah.
Because I know I heard multiple times things I could have done differently that I've looked back. Yes, if I'd have done that, if I'd
Yeah.
listened. But no, I needed to be wrong.
But you know what's cool?
What?
As we age, like when we're in our 40s, we're just going to be even more sure of ourselves and confident. Like,
No, I feel like you plateau.
I don't, not from what I hear.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, I love that.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Because I feel pretty good now.
Yeah, I do
and then it's
too.
just like, no, you just give less fucks
Even
the
less.
older you get.
Huge fan of that.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
Speaking of birthdays, my brother, well, he's going to turn 40 this past weekend. We went to Nova because my sister-in-law, his wife, threw him a 40th birthday party.
Which sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was fun. And there were some surprise guests for him. So that was fun too. Like a buddy he hadn't seen in 10 years flew in from Minnesota, and his childhood best friend. So like his first friend and childhood best friend came.
God, that's amazing.
And his mom, and which was awesome because his childhood best friend was also mine because I was best friends with his sister. She wasn't there. But like because his mom came too, I was like,
oh
yeah. And she's like, you can call me Melody. And I'm like, I can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. I've tried switching to like my friends' parents that you know when you're young.
I have done it with some. It's very easy for me to do it if I'm talking about them.
Yes.
Like, I'll be like, oh, what did Melissa say?
I do that. Yes, I can do that. Totally.
But if I'm just like
talking
oh,
to
hey,
them,
Melissa, like
it feels weird, doesn't it?
It's unnatural.
40th birthday.
Yeah.
Nathan's got one of those coming up, and I have no fucking clue what to do.
Is that this year? Or technically
that's in a month and a half.
Yeah.
You have no idea what to do. And he won't. He's given me nothing. It's
okay.
So it's probably might
if you have thoughts. No, you're not gonna do that.
I mean,
and like you've already had a lot of like exciting trips this year, but
that's exactly what he said. No, he's like, we went to Paris, and I was like, we said that was our anniversary.
Yeah, there you go. Are you guys like? Does he listen to the podcast?
No.
Okay. That's good. That means we can freely talk about that.
Oh yeah, we can. He has no.
Are you guys like cabin people?
Nope, we don't camp.
That's not camping.
Oh.
That's like going to, because I was just thinking like his birthday is January 1st. And so maybe like that weekend before, after Christmas, if you did like a 1 or 2 night getaway, like somewhere in the Blue Ridge Mountains, or
See, that's cute.
and it'll be cold and you can like have
I thought about going somewhere that's warm. Like, let's just hop on a flight January 2nd
quick flight, yeah.
and go to like Utah.
Okay.
And play a bunch of the golf courses out there.
Oh, that's fun.
Right?
Oh, yeah, and you both really like golf.
Both like
That's a
golf.
great idea.
But I was like, because we just do like the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, come back.
Yeah.
Quick trip. But he's like, that's like going to be expensive. Golf is expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know what the flight costs are. I didn't really like play around with that or anything. I was
Okay.
like,
And with all like the holiday travel and busyness, are you then going to want to jump on a flight?
Yeah.
But what if you give him that as a gift, but in like March? Because then you have something to look forward to, or like February, March, because those months suck.
That's true. But that's exactly my thought, is that like you would want to do something when it's cold where it's warm.
Yeah. It's still cold in February, March.
Maybe. I don't know. He's, of course, like, initially I was like, hey, I mean, if you don't tell me what you're going to do, then I'm just going to do something crazy. And he's like, what? And I was like, I'm just going to book us a week vacation somewhere. And he's like, don't do that. We don't need to spend that money. No.
Okay. I also, you doing that fake voice just made me think of, so a friend of ours was like, this is my marriage tip. You know how when you're like doing a mimicking voice to like be your partner and it's always like offensive and isn't actually what they sound like? I'm like, mm-hmm. She's like, instead, like if you're in an argument, do it in a British accent. And then that breaks the tension.
That's funny because, yeah, it's going to make you laugh.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember to do that in an argument. But now I'm picturing how Nathan would sound British. Also, my British is an affront.
That's what makes it fun.
Everyone.
And for everyone else, for people who don't have an American accent.
Yes, do an American accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Just do some type of accent.
Yeah.
Throw them off real quick. It's like, I've had a shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Bitch right now. I don't even know what that was. That was just weird talking.
I'm being such a little bitch right now. I didn't even think to still say the shitty thing. I'm just like, oh, I'll just do it in accent, but then
oh, you're really pissing me off.
Taking a piss right now. Yeah. You fucking wanker.
Yeah, there you go. See?
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Good. I like it. That's good advice. Good advice. Thank you.
I guess I should trademark that to the butlers. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Appreciative. Yeah, anywho. Yeah, so I have no idea what's going to happen. It's probably going to be nothing. But citizens, if you have ideas for like, it can range. I'm more open to apparently saving money because that's what he wants to do.
Why don't you have a bunch of his friends over?
Okay.
And make pizza.
The problem is that, and he brings this up every year, New Year's Eve, everybody already has big plans for New Year's Eve.
Right. He doesn't have to do it on his birthday.
His birthday is New Year's Day. Yeah. But he's like, everybody's hungover. Yeah. No one wants to do something on New Year's Day. And I get what you're saying. We just do it another time. But like, that's like the time.
Just do it the next weekend.
Yeah, I guess we could. I also, I don't know. Maybe. It's not a terrible idea. I'll ask him. Because I also don't know about surprises. I'm not good with surprises, so I don't even try to do a surprise.
Okay.
Just not my thing.
You could have like a surprise guest.
Someone else is going to have to organize that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
You're right. Yeah. No, I'll probably just do what I always do. It's just nothing. Pretty much. I'll make like a nice dinner. Yeah. Which we're going to have our half cow.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll do some fancy meats.
There.
Half cows.
And what says 40? Like fancy meat.
Fancy meats and treats.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, how long have we been talking? I didn't look when we started this.
I didn't either. And I was like, we should.
Thanksgiving. Yeah. So when this comes out, Thanksgiving will be 2 days later.
Yeah. Here's my take. I know we've done episodes in the past. Love a good love a good at Thanksgiving. We've talked about like the food at Thanksgiving. This year, my mom had back surgery. And so I tried to say, like, look, we don't need to do everything that we do. We do too much. We have way too much food for 6 people. It's unnecessary.
Okay.
And so what I tried to do is say, hey, what's your must-have sides? Like, Thanksgiving's not going to be Thanksgiving without this side. And I asked each person. And I thought that there was going to be overlap and things would get dropped off, but no, in reality, I think things might have gotten added.
Okay.
So everybody had different must-haves. So then what I shifted to is to say, okay, great.
But how many must-haves did you give everyone?
2.
Okay.
Yeah. But then it started to spiral. I didn't keep everybody in line. So there were some must-haves that were listed were like baked apples, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, which is not even Thanksgiving, but whatever. We can argue that. The green bean casserole, creamed corn, deviled eggs, salty ham, obviously deep fried turkey, biscuits, did I say sweet potato? Pumpkin pie. And so what I decided to do, because there's too much shit, is just the people that said that that's their must-haves.
That's what they make?
That's what they're responsible for.
Oh,
and so, like,
that's
look,
nice.
this is what you do. Like, you now have to be the one that does that. And my mom and dad, I'll cover their things. But, like, it's hopefully that will work. And this is the first year we're going to do it.
Okay.
We'll
so what
see.
are you going to be making?
Oh, my gosh. So my must-haves are green bean casserole. So I'm making that.
Ugh.
What? I feel like it's
I think it's fine.
Yeah. Stuffing.
Ugh.
Gravy.
Okay, you've named 3. You get 2.
Yeah, no. But if I'm making it.
No, you get 2. What are your 2?
So my 2 are green bean casserole and stuffing. Gravy doesn't count because it goes with the stuffing.
I can pass on. If I had to, I could pass on all of those. I mean, I like gravy.
Yeah.
But I don't care about stuffing. I always get some to be every year to say, yep, still don't really care about this.
Really?
And same with green bean casserole. I only eat it because sometimes there's not a lot of healthy options. And I'm like, well, there's green beans in this.
That's the best part about it. It's not healthy at all, but you know. Yeah, no, those are mine. But see, I'm also doing my mom's must-have. So I'm doing the baked apples. My dad, what was his? Oh, the sweet potato casserole. So he's like, the little marshmallows.
I don't need that either.
Yeah, I don't really need it.
love sweet potatoes, but the sweet potato casserole is like too sweet. It's too much.
I don't know. I really like it when the marshmallows get like really crunchy.
Okay.
Get like the like browned on top.
I would say mine are, I do like the theme of this, like Thanksgiving must-haves.
Yeah.
Mine are deviled eggs.
Love
Deviled eggs.
deviled egg.
And corn casserole.
Yeah. So I will say that was my soon to be sister-in-law.
We call it corn pudding.
The corn pudding.
Yeah.
That was her must-have, and my brother's was mashed potatoes and mac and cheese. So I felt like if those are going to be their must-haves, I'm not going to include them on my list.
Oh yeah, well you only get
'cause you only get 2.
Yeah.
So I technically did the opposite of what I was in, because I was the person that asked everyone. I got to hear everybody else's must-haves, which means I picked the things that other people didn't pick that I would want.
Did anyone end up having must-haves that overlapped? Sounds like no, which was why the initial plan didn't work.
Not a single overlap. Yeah.
Did anyone say cranberry sauce?
We don't do cranberry sauce in my family because we're not psychopaths.
Okay, first of all, just because people like cranberries and wear socks to bed does not make them psychopaths. And also, so just related to being a psychopath, I posted a clip of you being like, no, I don't wear socks to bed because I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah.
And me saying, I am a psychopath. And I posted it on TikTok. And very quickly, it was taken down due to a violation of community guidelines. And I'm wondering if it's because of us saying psychopath.
What?
Yeah.
How?
Also, it got like no reach on YouTube, but on Instagram, it did fairly well.
Oh, okay.
For my standards.
Interesting. I'm confused by that.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So, I mean, let me say it a different way, because I know so many people that like cranberry sauce. Do you do the cranberry sauce out of the can? Like you just dump it.
Well, I do think at the Thanksgiving festivity that I attend at my in-laws, yes. I think it is from a can.
Nasty.
And I will say, gosh, I need to stop saying "and I will say" because when I edit these podcasts, I realize
saying that a lot.
How much I say that.
To be fair, I've caught myself saying things like 100% or
oh yeah, you do that. Have we ruined each other? Now I'm gonna notice you're 100%. I've never picked up on that before.
I've been trying to stop doing my tics.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say.
Let me just say.
Yeah. How else can I start a sentence? It's impossible. So in the last few years, I got the recommendation to get a little piece of the cranberry sauce and then you mix it with a bite of like turkey mashed potatoes. And it is so good. It just adds a little bit of tart,
a little bit of sweet
to your plate. Yeah.
Okay. To be fair, I think you just lose me as soon as I know it comes out of the can in that glob. If someone made some like
How are you making your stuffing?
Out of a box.
Okay. So shut your pie hole.
Oh, but it's so good. It doesn't look like congealed mess.
Okay, well, I'm going to pour it out of a can, tell you I did not, and used a mold.
So if it was like saucy, like what I envision a cranberry sauce should be, I would try it.
So if I just smash it up and put it in a bowl?
Probably. Because in my mind, I've seen this thing on Pinterest, I feel like, where they take the leftovers and they do waffles stuffing. So they like put the stuffing in a little mini waffle maker and make it like 2 of those.
Okay.
And then they layer turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, and sandwich it. And then I've seen one where they do the same thing, but instead of the gravy, they use like what you said, the cranberry sauce. But I think that was just on like little mini biscuits or something. But I saw that and I was like, maybe I would want to try cranberry sauce because I think I get more excited about the leftovers.
Yeah. Leftovers. And I with only picking your top 2 must-haves, cranberry sauce is a condiment, so I'm definitely not include that. And
it's
so is gravy.
But it is your 2 must-have sides. Because, like, obviously there's going to be turkey at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But if you want, like, salty ham, which my dad really likes, and I'm like,
do not care.
The country ham?
For that ham.
That's what I said. I was like, no, we do not need to have it.
Yeah. And if you either have turkey or ham, actually, I say that, and I think at my family's Easter celebrations, that's when we always have ham, but we have turkey as well.
Yeah.
But for every other event, it's turkey.
I'm not going to lie. I probably said that too many times. Deep fried turkey. Until deep fried turkey, I wanted ham. I want you to make me a ham hock sweet with the glaze around it. Bake that shit in the oven. Nice hot slices of thick cut ham. Boom. Wanted that. I will not touch turkey unless it's deep fried. Okay. Actually, that's not true. I'll touch it. I just don't like it. I may tell you I like it. I don't like it.
I like it.
It's never moist.
Actually,
it's always dry.
My mother-in-law does a good moist.
I feel like you feel obligated to say that. I'm just kidding.
You can't see, but there's actually a gun behind me pointed at my head.
So that's my like. I'll eat it and I'll say it's good, but I'm lying to you.
Okay,
I'm 100% lying. There is no turkey that's good turkey unless it's deep fried turkey. Passionate about.
I've never had it, so I can't say.
Once you do, you'll never go back.
Yeah, well, that's what I don't have a deep fryer. Okay, what are your other Thanksgiving must-haves that maybe aren't tied to food?
Ooh. Well, you got to be on the couch watching football.
That is not one of my must-haves.
Yeah, I feel like that's a post-feast requirement is to recover on the couch watching food.
Yeah. I would say my father-in-law's must-have is a nap.
Yeah.
Like he talks about it days in advance. How excited he is for his post-Thanksgiving meal nap.
Well, there's the stuff in the turkey that causes you to be sleepy.
Tryptophan.
There you go.
I don't know if that's actually true.
That's what I say.
I think it's so funny how like excited to see you guys and excited to take my Thanksgiving nap.
Yeah, I feel like I like the Thanksgiving parade's not my thing.
Yeah.
I know that that's a thing for a lot of people. It's not really my thing.
It was never my thing growing up just because we were driving to my grandparents' house, so I never would have watched it.
See, that's funny because is it the day Thanksgiving Day or the day? No, it's Black Friday. So like the Friday after Thanksgiving, we used to drive down to my grandma's in North Carolina, and there was like we always looked forward to eating on the road before we got there, basically.
I get that.
And that was like our thing.
Eating in the car is enjoyable.
It's just it was so good, and there's never anything open.
Yeah.
So maybe it was Thanksgiving. I don't know. All I know is I remember like that's like it would have been a must-have when we were doing it. Would always be to pick up food on the road on our way to grandma's.
Yeah.
I think we went to Shoney's one time.
Nice. Love that bear.
Oh man, yeah, that's then I think as we got older, it turned into like Wawa to go.
Yeah.
MTO to go.
Right.
Says Sheets. MTO to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just I don't know. What are yours?
So the last several years we've been we go to Georgia for Thanksgiving.
Drive?
To see Skylar's family. We've driven before, but now we fly, and
Nice.
I prefer that. But I created a Thanksgiving song, and so I sing that for everyone on Thanksgiving. So that's probably a must-have for others who are having Thanksgiving with me because they're like, we love this song.
You feel confident that other people would say Rachel's Thanksgiving song is my must-have.
Yeah. And I do think it's because it's just stupid.
I was gonna say now everybody, the people want to hear it.
Mac and cheese, potatoes, please. Turkey in my belly. Want some cake and pie too? Need some seconds? Yes, I do. It's Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
What?
It's Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's Thanksgiving.
What? Oh, I like that.
And Skylar does the what? So that's his contribution.
Oh my gosh, I just pictured you guys in the car, the family sing. That's in Wedding? No, in Step Brothers.
Okay. Oh yeah.
When there's that's you guys in the car on the way there,
but I would say it's definitely requested by Skylar's dad and stepmom, so
it's gonna be requested by me going forward now.
You're gonna try to bring it to yours, and they'll be like,
"No,
Jen, get out of here."
I'm gonna say, Rachel, I need you to sing me your Thanksgiving song.
If I did that with my family, they would be like, no thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's the novelty of being the person who married into the family. So they're like, haha, Rachel, she's so quirky and fun. Whereas my family's like, we've had enough of this. She is annoying.
Oh, I like that. Well, that's why I guess I don't think I could bring it, but I could just bring you into it.
You could bring it to Nathan's, maybe.
I don't know. I think they think I'm weird enough, probably. It's like, no. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't trust it. Yeah, I wouldn't trust that. Thanksgiving. I do prefer Thanksgiving in some ways to Christmas because
I really do.
There's no gift obligation. We know I hate the gift obligation. But the Christmas wins in decor.
Yes.
Like yes, I love the fall season, but like
but that's fall
nothing makes you
it's
happier.
Not Thanksgiving decorations.
Yeah. So I feel like I want to combine Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I want to remove the gifts and add the decor. So it's just food and decor.
Okay, so you just want Christmas without gifts.
Yeah.
Because the food's the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
Not for us.
I guess.
We don't do turkey.
Yeah, I guess we haven't either. My brother and sister-in-law, we do Christmas at their house, Christmas Day, and for a couple of years, they've gone like all out with some fancy piece of meat.
Ooh, like a prime rib?
Yeah, I don't actually remember what it was, but it's really good. My brother told me how much it cost, and I was like, wow, you really love us.
See,
and he was like, I didn't know it was going to cost that much.
Oh, okay. I was curious how he said it, because that's something my brother does, is he's just like, yeah, this meat costs $200. And I'm like, cool. Why did we say that? Because I think he's saying it more of like, I spent a lot of money on this.
So I think it happened like 3 years ago for the first time, and they like wanted to do something nice, and I don't know. It got brought up, but not in a shitty way.
Yeah.
And then the next year they did not do it, which I was like, understandable.
Yeah.
It was a pretty
So
penny.
expensive.
But then last year they said they were thinking about doing it again, and I said, I will pay a ticket price.
There you go. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I will contribute. Because also like they're hosting and making everything, and
if there's an admission cost here, it's worth it for me.
Yeah. I'll pay for that meat. I will not pay for that D. Jen just raised her eyebrows. I can get that for free.
True. 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 Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that's
but do you have other traditions and stuff that you all do?
No.
I think Skylar and his dad love watching Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So that's a Thanksgiving movie.
What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Thanksgiving movie.
They're like, have you seen Plane, Trains?
No.
Yeah, I have seen it a lot now.
It's an old movie, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of it.
I think it was popular around the time of like the Griswold type films.
It's comedy.
Yeah. And it is a good film, but they're like trying to get home for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just never would have thought Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like I'm all excited for Halloween movies, and then there's no movie watching on Thanksgiving apparently. It's just I get maybe whatever, and then Christmas movies.
Yeah.
But now there's things. That's what needs to happen. We need more Thanksgiving movies because Hollywood's struggling with what to put out now. There you go, Thanksgiving movie. You're welcome.
Well, I already have a theme song for it, so
yeah, seriously.
Yeah. You're welcome,
I feel like
Hollywood.
we need to take that clip and just play it on repeat at the end here. So people can like reference it later.
Up our subscriber count. Everyone's gonna make their ringtone because people
do that.
Have ringtones. Remember ringback tones?
I never did the ringbacks, but I always recorded on my phone for the ringtones.
Yes, I was like, why would I pay for someone else to listen to the song I like?
No,
but in a way, that's the power move because you're forcing other people to hear a song that you like. Yeah,
that is aggressive.
Especially if it was like your music.
No, I think it's rude. Not a fan of it.
No, I didn't hate it.
I feel like people need to understand how we would literally wait for a song to come on Q94 or some radio station and be like, oh shit, I need to record this from the radio for my ringtone.
I'm pretty sure everyone listening to this podcast was around during that time.
Yeah.
I don't think we have a big
Those are the good old days.
Population listening.
Yeah. Well, the youths will never know. This is the last generation, right? No, they were all tablet. We are the last generation that didn't have
internet,
like social media for our entire lives.
Yeah, I think so. That makes sense.
That's insane.
Okay, wait. To go back to Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Out of all of your standard things that your family does on Thanksgiving, which and what food would you cut?
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
Out of all the food that we do, what would we cut?
Yeah, so you can't say cranberry sauce because your family doesn't.
We don't do it. Yeah. And we haven't really done I would cut mac and cheese, but we don't do mac and cheese. My brother just said that was a must-have for some fucking weird reason because he's a psychopath. That's a tough one. I would cut the sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
Because I want potatoes. I don't want sweet potato casserole.
Yeah, well, sweet potatoes are a potato.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I want the regular mashed potatoes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would get rid of that. I almost feel like that could be just a dessert, too.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't need to be a main.
Oh, we didn't even talk about desserts.
It's pumpkin pie or bust, right? You have to have pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I used to not like pumpkin pie, but I do. I love apple pie is my favorite pie.
Totally, but
Skylar's stepmom makes a apple cake that they
delicious.
love, and it is good.
So good.
I do the drizzle on top, so that's my tradition.
Better.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying that there's not better desserts. I'm just saying that if you're not having pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving, with Cool Whip, it's just what are you doing?
Thank you for embracing saying Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
from something. I don't know why, but
it is from something.
Okay, because you so are just like, yeah, that's how you say it.
Duh, coot whip. Whip. Yeah, no, it's just the way it is.
Well, I'm cutting stuffing.
Haha, that's aggressive.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some heat for that.
Yeah, no, I feel like literally every Thanksgiving meal should have turkey, stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people's like number one is stuffing. So,
duh, it's
that's
because it's
my
so
hot
good.
take. Do you ever stuff it in the turkey the way it's meant to be? I've
We've
never had it like that.
Had it like that because
No, not
my
worth
brother's
it.
one of those guys. He's like, yeah, well, no. So he got a turducken, and it had stuffing in it.
This
I
is a
will say,
turkey duck.
turducken is a duck stuffed in a turkey or duck that's stuffed in a chicken that then is stuffed in a turkey.
That's too much.
It is too much, and it was too much, and it wasn't good. It was a waste of
I
money.
feel like it's just to say that that's what you're eating.
And the stuffing though that was stuffed inside of all of these
quality.
things. Well, one of them was a cornbread stuffing.
Ooh.
And I will say that's good.
Yeah, and I love a roll.
I love a roll.
I don't never have
A yeast
cornbread.
roll. Yeast roll. That's the good ones that are fluffy and like warm.
Citizens, once I came over to Jen's house. I guess we were just hanging out, and you were like, you know what I'm craving? Yeast rolls. We should make some. And I was like, okay. And then you do a quick Google, and they're like 12 hours
They're
to
not
make.
easy
You're
to
like,
make.
oh, they need a long time to rise. So, not
yeast
doing
rolls
that.
are a craving. They're so good. I feel like it sounds weird, and people are gonna be like, "That's weird," but it is weird.
It's just because yeast makes me think of infection.
Yeah, it doesn't for me.
Well, moist doesn't bother me. I just think of delicious
cakes and brownies.
Yeah,
moist
and turkey.
Why does that bother people?
Yeah, it does not bother me.
I mean, I guess you can go dirty, but like you can go dirty with meats too.
Yeah, well,
you can go dirty with anything.
That's true.
Pancakes.
Yeah, that's like floppy tits.
Oh shit! I don't know why pancakes came to mind though.
Yeah, I could go for some pancakes. I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's go
Jen's
for some
making me
food.
dinner.
Because I'm amazing like that.
She is. We're having shepherd's pie.
Don't worry, I didn't make it.
Costco did, baby.
Love it.
All right, now we're just randomly.
Now we're just
I
Bye,
gotta go.
citizens.
Bye.
Citizens. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, we're thankful for all of you. That would have been a nice
We should have
thing.
We're so thankful.
Back it up.
We're so thankful. Honestly, I now need to say this really quick. I fucking hate it when I have to say what I'm thankful for.
Oh.
Everyone go around the room and say what you're thankful for. I was
So
like,
then that's
you're
the
forcing
tradition
it.
you would cut.
It's forcing the gift. That's the tradition I would cut.
Yeah.
It's like a gift at Christmas. I don't need to give you guys a fucking gift of what I'm thankful for. Just know I'm thankful.
Wow. I think it's hard because it's so like generic. It's just like my family.
Yeah. Blech. Yeah. Like some people are just like, shut up. You're not actually thankful for that.
So I will say, so you're gonna have to lean back. Yeah, sorry guys. No, it wasn't Thanksgiving. It was last Christmas. And it was someone, I can't remember who. There was like a big group of us at my family's Thanksgiving. It was also like my sister-in-law and her family. And someone was like, I think it'd be nice if we could just like go around and say something.
Everybody hates that person. Everybody hates you.
And we all, I think we're kind of like, but then it actually turned into the most like moving thing. Like my dad had surgery a month before, and like he was doing really well. Oh my God, I'm like getting emotional now. And like my sister started crying, and it was just like it was really nice.
So I'm glad that was your takeaway from it. Mine would have been, this is uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't do emotions in front of large people or anyone.
Yeah, that's true. You feel that.
So I would, which is also part of like the cheesy aspect to me. Like it makes me uncomfortable when people are like, I'm so thankful.
Right. But when it feels real, then it's nice. But then I remember, I think like I went before my brother or something, and he was like, you took what I was going to say. So then I had to come up with something. I was like, because I do feel, I'm like, oh shit, on the spot. Yeah. I got to say something moving and unique. That's not just like a generic crap.
Which is also, no, it's not a rule. If you're thankful for the same thing, why do you have to come up with something else?
I'm just saying. I mean, you don't need to, but
there's
there's
pressure,
also probably
it's
that little bit of like
expectation.
sibling
Yeah.
rivalry.
No, but it is. It's like it's forced expectations. Gifts.
Oh my gosh. Once, so when we would, wow, remember when we ended this and now I'm going to keep going just like things that have happened at Thanksgiving. This was like years ago, we're at my grandma's house and we would all like get in a circle and hold hands and say a prayer before eating Thanksgiving dinner.
Yep.
And my grandma, normally she would ask like one of her kids to do it or one of my cousins who they like are religious and involved in their church.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never thinking like, oh, she's going to call on me and I'm going to be like, fuck.
Yeah, no, it's not calling on me. It's,
But she called on one of my cousins. Who's never been called on before. And we all like close our eyes. And then someone else, a couple of us open them because we're looking at my cousin and he was just reading something from his phone.
Genius.
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
And I'm sure my grandma was like, wow, that was amazing.
Moving. Yeah. See, we do the same prayer every time.
Yeah.
It's what my grandfather used to say. Now it's what we say.
What is it? Is it short? Or is it some like...
It's short.
Like, is it a prayer or is it like, oh, this is what my grandfather used to say?
Well, I mean,
but it's like from the Bible.
I don't know. Bless this food for the nourishment of our bodies. We ask in Christ's name's sake. Amen.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty standard.
It's pretty.
Not to make it not feel special. Yeah. But I didn't know if it was like, oh, my grandpa always says this.
That's what he would say. But he would add flavor to it.
Yeah.
So like some Thanksgiving, he'd say, bless this food for the nourishment of our bodies. Something about I'm so thankful, blah, 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 so happy we could all come together.
Yeah. That's what would, he
adds color in there, but it's always that. And in the end. I think
that was always ours too. Like one of my uncles saying something like that.
But see, now we're not adding color. We're just sticking with the basics.
We gotta get to that.
Yeah. Yep.
Get to that.
Hey.
Turkey. Yeah.
Shepherd's pie.
Okay, now we can be done. Bye, citizens. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh my God.